Welcome back to part 2 of a short biography of Alexander Hamilton. After the Constitution was ratified, George Washington appointed Hamilton the first Secretary of Treasury in 1789. The very first thing Hamilton sought to do was reduce the nation's debt and improve our credit. Imagine that. Even during these foundational times, one of the biggest concerns about Hamilton and his policies was that they overly represented big money and speculators, now Wall Street, in the government. Hamilton then moved to create a national bank to create a strong and flexible money supply for public and private business. And Washington signed it into law. Hamilton's bank shows us some of the first divisions within the founding generation, Hamilton being for it, and Madison and Jefferson starkly opposed to it. These kind of divisions would lead to the two-party system that we have today. He also got us a mint and a decimal currency. He was also a strong advocate for the gold standard, although he established a mixed gold and silver system. He also established what would become the Coast Guard. And this is their coolest shit, by the way. Hamilton's whiskey tax would also lead to the Whiskey Rebellion in western Pennsylvania, which would be crushed by Washington, Hamilton, and a huge federal force. Hamilton was a huge supporter of manufacturing, and he drew a lot of his ideas from The Wealth of Nations from Adam Smith, and he wanted to use the government to help developing industries get their footing. He attempted to start a manufacturing center in New Jersey, which would end up going bankrupt and land a lot of people in debtor's prison. This town was called Paterson, New Jersey, and it's actually where my family's from. So, small world, you know, what up, Hamilton? Hamilton also helped blunder the Jay Treaty that we talked about in my video about John Jay. He spilt secrets to the British ambassador that would eventually hurt Jay's negotiations. Hamilton resigned from Washington's cabinet after his wife had a miscarriage in 1795. He left them with a report on how to further decrease the public debt as well as strengthen tax law, and these ideas would later be put into a congressional bill a month later. Hamilton's fiscal policy, as well as his support for a strong federal government, would contribute to the formation of political parties, the Federalists and the Democratic Republicans, who would also be split along urban and agrarian lines. This division led the founders to become incredibly partisan and conduct ruthless attacks on each other's character. Hamilton even tried to rig an election to keep John Adams from becoming president. This attempt fails, but it shows how easily people can fall to power, influence, and put competing interests over the public good. That's all I've got for today. I'll come back with a part 3, but for now, if you like this and learned something, please give this video a like, a share, comment, follow, subscribe. And if you want more content like this, I just posted a new long-form video on my YouTube that goes more into Hamilton's beliefs, his policies, and what we can learn from him today. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Peace.